Hello everybody. Today I am discussing about Collegium System, which is the provision for appointment of judges of Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts of the country. Dear friends and dear colleagues, the intellectuals of the country, the Collegium System by which the Supreme Court and High Court judges are being appointed. These are not the derived from, Collegium System is not derived from any constitutional provision, neither it is enacted by Parliament. It is only the provision which has been inserted by a judgment of Honorable Supreme Court, which is not permissible in democratic country like India. India is a democratic country and there is supremacy of Parliament, there is supremacy of Indian Constitution. But the Honorable Supreme Court has made a collegium system in which they all have taken the appointments of judges should be done by the Supreme Court and High Court itself, which is not permissible in the democratic country like India. We have to discuss here about the collegium system. How collegium, if there is no provision of collegium in Constitution and there is no provision, no act has been made by the Parliament, then how it came in force in India? This is the important thing on which we have to discuss. The important thing is that the judges of Honorable Supreme Court are belonging, most of the judges, 99% judges of the Supreme Courts are belonging to general class, so-called forward classes, because there is collegium system in it, and those judges who are in collegium, they select the names of their own class. We know that our Indian Constitution classifies the Indian people into 5 classes. The poorest one is scheduled tribe, second one is scheduled caste, third one is OBC, fourth one is minority, and fifth is general class, commonly known as forward class. So representation of scheduled caste in Supreme Court, High Courts are negligible, less than 3% in the judges. Similarly, representation in collegium made by the Supreme Court, representation of collegium committee, there is no representation of scheduled caste, no representation of scheduled tribe, no representation of other backward classes, no representation of minorities. That's why the collegium is selecting again and again the advocates who are belonging to forward classes or general classes. So in appointment of High Court and Supreme Court judges, the entire prejudice is there. Nothing is, there is no merit test, there is no any examination, no any interview, no any kind of merit test examination held, and on basis of pick and choose, the appointment of judges of High Court and Supreme Courts are being made in India since 1992. Because in 1992, Supreme Court 9 judges bench held that there will be collegium system in which the senior most 5 judges will be there and they will select the name of the advocates who will be elevated to judge of Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts. But this judgment cannot supersede the Parliament. This judgment cannot supersede the Constitution of India. There is a specific provision for appointment of judges of Supreme Court and High Court. In Article 124, there is provision of appointment of Supreme Court. And in Article 217, there is a provision for appointment of judges of Honorable Supreme Court. in these two articles there is no insertion, there is no any system of collegium, but this collegium has been forcibly inserted by the judgment of a Supreme Court only with a view so that the people of forward classes, so-called general classes, may only be appointed as judge of the Supreme Court and High Courts. So by this assertion, the entire fundamental rights of advocates of the country provided under Article 14, under Article 16, under Article 15 and Article 124 and 127, and these articles have been violated. So my humble appeal is to the country that this matter is of international importance. This matter should be referred to the International Court of Justice, because the Supreme Court itself, Supreme Court is final authority of judiciary in India according to our constitution. And if Supreme Court is doing unconstitutional work, undemocratic work, then in such a case international court should interfere in this matter, because the Indian constitution says that Indian peoples are classified into 5 classes: SC, ST, most backward, minority and general class, so-called forward class. So these 5 classes are there, and only representation again and again and again are being given in the appointment of judges of Supreme Court to only forward classes. At present, there are 34 seats in Supreme Court, out of which 33 is filled up. But we see that there is no representation of scheduled caste, there is no representation of scheduled tribe, there is no representation of most backward classes, there is no representation of other backward classes, there is no representation of minorities, and this is causing due to this collegium system, which is unconstitutional and not enacted by Parliament. So this collegium system is a setup which is undemocratic, whereas it is unconstitutional as well. So collegium system is ab initio null, void, unconstitutional and unparliamentary, and this collegium system should go, it should be abolished, and Parliament have got power to make law to abolish the collegium system, which is undemocratic system in this country. So by this appeal to the government of India, even to the Prime Minister, even to the President of India, even to the CJI, Chief Justice of India, I request all the parliamentarians of our country that may kindly take note of this illegal and unconstitutional appointment of judges of Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts. If this will continue, there will be no sharing of power of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, most backward and minorities in the appointment of judges of Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts. So our assertion of Constitution to provide political justice, economic justice, social justice will frustrate, because there are no judges of SC, ST, most backward and minorities in Supreme Court and High Courts. That's why this collegium system should be abolished by Parliament. The Parliament has got power to abolish the collegium system, and this collegium system will be abolished. Then we will get representation of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, most backward and minorities in appointment of judges of Supreme Court and High Courts. So my appeal to all the people belonging to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, most backward and minorities, to make agitation in all over the country to abolish the collegium and to make All India Judicial Service Commission, which may advertise the post of Supreme Court and High Court. Each and every lawyers of the country may participate in it, and they will appear in examination, written examination, in preliminary test examination, written examination, then interview, and thereafter they should be finally selected on the basis of merit by the open advertisement, which will be in accordance with Article 16 of the Constitution of India. The lawyers' rights are being violated since 1992 there is no any equality in appointment of the public employment. The post of judges of Supreme Court and High Courts are also the public post and public service, because the money is being paid, salaries are being paid from the government money and public money. So the judges of Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts are also getting salary from the government. That's why there should be equality in opportunity of appointment of judges of Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts. But these are not being done due to this unconstitutional, undemocratic Collegium System. So I appeal again and again to the all MPs of this country, all chief ministers, even to the president, even to the prime minister, even to the chief justice of India, to initiate measure for abolish this unconstitutional and undemocratic Collegium System for appointment of judges of Supreme Court and High Court in India. This is shaming for our country. We are unable to say before the world that we are following the democratic system in our Indian judiciary. Indian judiciary is not following the democratic setup. That's why we are ashamed before the world that we are nowadays. We say that the India is the largest democracy of the country, but the Indian judiciary is not following the democratic system of appointment of judges of Supreme Court and High Court. So this matter should be placed before the International Court of Justice, because the supreme power, Supreme Court, is not interfering in this matter. So I lastly appeal to all the people of the country, 135 crores people of the country, that there should be democratic appointment in High Court and Supreme Court judges. Thank you very much. Thanks to all.